school. I know a thing or two about you before I even go there. I'm Brad Gustafson. I'm a principal in Minnesota. I'm also the author of Reclaiming Our Calling, a book that's all about holding on to the hope, the mind, and the heart of this work we get to do. But now, back to you. So in communicating with Brett, your principal, actually, let me back up a second. Most principals will speak pretty highly of their staff, and they appreciate their teams. However, Brett, on a continuum or on a scale of 1 to 10, he's making my dogs bark. It's such a high number. It's like a 10 plus. In all seriousness, though, I was very inspired and encouraged and humbled to hear through his eyes and his words the strengths that he sees and the mission-driven work and the mindset and the heart that you bring to work every day, and how you're championing kindness for your 660 incredible learners at your school, and how also many of them come from special populations. And that's a cause that's not only near and dear to my heart as a principal, but also as a dad. So I just want to thank you on an ultra personal level. I know firsthand that anything we can do as educators to have our students and kids be known as human beings first, with unique dreams and passions and skills, and not labels and deficits and preconceived ideas of what they can't do, whether it's a message they're telling themselves or that society or others have told them. That's the beauty of this transformational work, and why I really think, in part it's a calling. It's that we can break the chains. We can bring hope and partnership and relationships and kindness where it's desperately lacking or needed. And I also know that sometimes with certain students that require more of our time than it even feels like we have, or more expertise or more patience, or all the things that when we're able to rise to that challenge, whether it's through partnering with colleagues, families, with our students themselves, oftentimes those are also the kids who need us the most. So I just want to thank you. That's really what this is all about. And that's really what Brett's message to me was, how much he appreciated you. So I always like to say, there's no substitute for knowing the learner, the relationships with kids and finding their jelly. That's the donut theorem. It's in the book. It probably sounds weird out of context, but bringing your own strengths and passion, curiosity, and jelly, just your authentic self to school, but also finding that in kids, that's a really big deal. But I know Brett would probably prefer me to end on something different. Hold on, I took a note here. I got to get this right. Brett, I hope I do you proud here. There's nothing better than being a Brave. Go get 'em, Groves Middle School!